The esophagus. So the chunk of food goes down the esophagus into a tube. So go ahead and put that right like that one. There you go.
Today my students are teaching students from the Morgridge Academy at National Jewish Hospital about the digestive system. My students have been learning about it in their human body systems class for about the last 3 weeks, and then they were tasked with creating a lesson plan for 3rd to 5th graders. So they had to kind of learn what the standard was, what they needed to teach, and then take their knowledge and bring it down to a level that a 3rd to 5th grader could understand.
How do you get this knowledge? Why do you test them slightly?
So half the class is doing mannequin builds with them, and then the other half came up with some other kind of lesson to support what they're learning on the mannequin.
Normally, because our small intestine's so long, this is very long, and we have to somehow crunch this up into there.
The students from Morgridge are students who have respiratory illnesses, allergies. They have struggles being in a regular school because oftentimes they're sick, immune system problems, and so they have a school there where they can go have nursing care, treatment. The doctors are right on site. The goal is always to get them into a normal school, but it's also so that they're not losing their educational experience because of them being out of school a lot. So it's a really neat place, and I think it ties in well with our students because our students are our biomed students, and it's good for them to be around students who they don't realize that these kids just struggle to go to school, and so I think it's good for them to kind of see that piece of life as they're heading into, some of them, into the medical field down the road. For me, really, when they start looking at structure, that's usually where it stops in an anatomy class. They memorize structure. I think with this class you really tie it to function because they're building it and they actually have to see that these things fit together. And you're not just memorizing the parts, the pieces. You actually go, okay, this connects to this sits back here, how do these things all connect together and work? Yeah, I mean, they struggle a little bit at first because for this one especially, I don't do a guided build with them, so I have them research, and then they have to figure out how to build it, where to put it, where to place it, and then I just do some guided questions like, is it flat?
Okay, where do I put the pancreas at? Never mind.
We're gonna put it right above the stomach. I mean, right under. Yeah, under.
When you build it, you remember it, and me just getting up there and giving them a lecture, they're not going to remember it. I think that what I've noticed the most is them trying to figure out where it actually gets placed in the body, how to scale it, because I make them really scale it to, there's 22 feet of small intestines in a human. These have to be about 6 feet, watching them try to get 6 feet in there. And in a somewhat organized fashion, they realize how much structure and function are related in the body, where I don't think you'd ever get that if you're just kind of doing a lecture or even just a coloring. Because really, sometimes the students are trying to place it in the wrong place, and I'm like, is that really where that goes? And then they have to really think about it. So I think it does lend itself to them understanding how complex the body systems are.